not. But yeah, I 100% agree with what Coach Houston said. I feel like we looked at them like they was a smaller opponent. You know, I feel like it was a lot of us on the locker room, including myself, who was looking forward to next week more than taking it 1 week at a time. So, you know, I feel like Rice came out here and did what they were supposed to do. They, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's college football. Anybody can be beat, so Rice did what they were supposed to do.
And he was saying that once you guys did what you did in the second half to get back in it, his quote was, didn't understand how you guys didn't have the will to want to win there in the overtime. Do you guys feel like once you got it even there, I mean, did it sort of go back to some of the what bothered you early in the game, or did you just feel like the intensity wasn't there?
I don't feel like it was a matter of will. I don't feel like it was a matter of will. I mean, I do feel like we should have finished out that game, but I mean, like I said, that's our fault because you're not just going to switch it on at halftime for a team that's been practicing Sunday all the way leading up to the game. So that's our fault right there. We beat ourselves. But hey, hats off to Rice though. Them boys came out and played a great game for real.
You said leading up to the week you felt like the intensity wasn't there just in terms of taking Rice seriously. Was there something in particular, or was it just overall the intensity of practices?
I mean, I just feel like we was looking at our schedule, and like I said, me personally, I was more focused on the excitement of going into the Big 12, and I was just so ready to get those preseason games out the way and finally go and be able to play against a Big 12 opponent. But like I said, that's our fault. We supposed to take it week, like a pro. You know what I mean? A pro's gonna take it week by week, no matter who you're playing. So. You know.
Does that make it almost even more frustrating to come back like that and, you know, still not be able to, you know, walk out with the win?
I mean, I do feel like it's a learning opportunity for us. I mean, you know, I feel like we see what we're capable of doing. You know, we just got to get out of our own way and apply ourselves, you know, and be, you know what I'm saying, be the Houston Cougars, you know, Houston Cougars. It's a tongue twister. Yeah.
Nelson, you've been here long enough. Is it tough to swallow when you guys have? There always seems to be one of these games every year. You know, maybe last year it was Tulsa. A couple years before, you know, you get a game that maybe people think you're going to win, expect you to win, and then you fall flat or it just doesn't work out. Do you get that a little bit? That, you know, maybe this was that game this year and it was early and that makes it a little bit tougher to deal with.
So I mean, I do got 2 points right now. I do believe, I think it was 2016, you know, that team that played in the Peach Bowl, you know, I think they lost to UConn. I feel like it's the exact same situation. They just didn't take their opponent serious. So, I mean, like I said, that's 100% on us, but I forgot my second point, but yeah, that point right there is a good point.
Just in terms of obviously you guys turn around, you do have that big opponent next week. How for you, as one of the leaders on the defense and on the team, how are you going to help the team, you know, put this game in the rearview mirror and look ahead to TCU?
I mean, shoot, we just use this game as a learning experience, you know. Win, lose, or draw, man, you gotta look at the next week. It's a new opportunity next week. So, I mean, you can't hang your hat on a win, you can't hang your hat on a loss. So you gotta keep grinding and getting better.
What do you think you guys did take, you know, Dana saying, you know, Dana's concerned that you guys weren't taking it seriously, you know, more to heart? What do you think that message didn't get through?
I mean, like I said, you just look at our schedule, and I feel like a lot of us were like, man, we got this team, we got this team, we got this team. So it's like we were more focused on those teams. Well, I can't say everybody. I cannot say everybody, but I mean, I feel like I caught myself kind of looking a couple weeks ahead, you know what I mean, and getting a little excited rather than just focusing on 1 week at a time.